Good afternoon. We are here with Jenilee Taylor. She is a DTM of Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Forgive me if I pronounce that wrong.
That's
A
good.
leader, strategist, and storyteller passionate about developing confident leaders through connection and practice. She serves as a marketing manager for BWH Hotels, leading strategic initiatives across multiple regions, and is the founder of Core Engagement, a leadership and communication consulting firm. With a master's degree in management and leadership, Jenilee has led teams through significant growth and transformation, earning recognition including the Susan L. Hamill Hospitality Person of the Year Award, a Toastmaster since 2007. Wow, 2007. She has served at every level of the organization and currently sits on the Toastmasters International Board of Directors. Jenilee believes leadership is built through experience, strengthened through community, and accessible to everyone willing to grow. Please introducing Jenilee. Tell us a little more about you.
I am so excited to be here. Don't do the math on that since 2007 joining Toastmasters part. No,
Yes.
I am so happy to be here and I am so excited to be part of the District 40 retreat this year. It is an honor to be part of an event that is in one of my home districts.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm also opening up for the event, so that is going to be amazing. How many retreats would you say you've been to within your Toastmasters journey?
In District 40, I've only been, this will be my third in District 40. So
Okay,
not a lot in District 40, but in other districts, a lot.
a lot. Okay, okay. What? And this is kind of off script, guys, but we're just keeping it authentic today. What is your favorite thing you think is going to happen at this District 40 retreat, our last D40 event?
Oh. Ooh. Ooh. I think that if Phil Barth is there, there might be a chicken dance. There might be a
Okay.
chicken dance. I might challenge him to be there just so that there can be a chicken dance. But there's always going to be connection. It's those
Mm,
moments outside of the sessions, outside of the keynote. The keynote will be good, I promise. But outside of those scripted moments, that's what you look for. It's the connection in the hallway. It's the conversation at the table when you're eating lunch
mhm.
that reminds you that there's something so much more in this organization. That's the moment that I said yes to leadership. That's the moment that I said
Mm.
yes to competing in a speech contest the next year. Those are the moments you need to look for.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Definitely in the connections. They always say it's not what you know, it's who you know, but it definitely is who you know and being in community because that's what life is about. It's just about living and the impact you can make in others' lives. So I'm looking forward to it as well. And if you're watching this, do not miss out on this retreat because we will be there and we will be
Yes.
looking forward to you coming.
I will tell you the I joined Toastmasters in May, and 2 weeks after was the District 10 conference. And I didn't know what a district conference was. What are you talking about? But my club members told me, they said, hey, we're going to this thing next weekend. We have a couple of tables already reserved. You should just come with us. I'm like, okay. So I went. I get
Mhm.
there. The district director at the time looked at me and said, I hear you're in theater. I need someone to do the opening, just a quote, just an inspirational quote, real short. Just not it's not scary, just do it.
Mhm.
I had no idea what I was doing. I'm like, okay, I can come up with something. So I did the opening quote for the entire conference two
Wow.
weeks into my Toastmasters journey. By the
Oh.
end of that conference, the incoming district director looked at me and said, I hear you're in marketing. Do you know how to write a press release?
Oh.
I'm like, Yeah. She's like, I am looking for someone to do marketing for the district next year. Do you think you could
Wow.
do that? I didn't know what a DTM was. I didn't
Yes.
know what club growth director or district director what. And I ended up being marketing for the entire district the next year, 2 weeks into my journey, just because I said yes.
Wow, just because she said yes. What does that mean? It means that you're capable, you have a purpose, and you can do it. So as long as you say yes and you be in the room, that is where the magic happens. I love it. I love it. Thank you for telling us that. I love it. So let's get into this. Tell us, what was your journey like to becoming international director?
If you had told me when I joined Toastmasters that I would become an international director, I probably would have laughed and asked, okay, who makes that decision? you know, I initially joined Toastmasters because I forgot the name of my company at a networking event in front of my boss.
Oh,
That that was it. I wasn't chasing leadership or a title. I just wanted to not feel awkward every time I had to stand up and speak in front of a room. But it goes back to saying yes anyway. I
yes,
just
I
kept
love that.
getting invited into things that I didn't fully feel ready for. And Toastmasters
Mm,
has this way of doing that. It
yes.
stretches you just enough that you grow into the next version of yourself before you
Hmm.
realize that it's happening. So, my journey, it wasn't a straight line. It was just a
Yes.
series of small yeses and a lot of learning and a lot of moments of I have no idea of what I'm doing. But there are always people along the way who have said, you're ready, even if you don't think you are. So,
Yes.
becoming international director is really just a continuation of that.
I love that. Do it scared, do it anyways. A lot of people think that they're not qualified to do a job. If you never attempt to do it, you never will be qualified. You have to stick your neck out. You have to go beyond the limits that you're used to because the limits that you're used to have kept you in the spot that you're in. If you want more,
Correct.
you have to just do more and go all in. I love that. So tell us about this right behind you. Rising, I call it rise, respect, integrity, service, excellence. Tell us about that and how you embody those qualities.
You know, it has to show up in everything that you do. There
Mm,
is, people have asked me, oh, which one is the most important? I don't think that there is one of our core values that is more important than the other. If you don't have respect and integrity, and you
yeah,
don't show up with excellence, and you don't provide service, the other
yeah.
ones don't matter. They fall off.
Mhm.
So I think that having all four as kind of a litmus test for everything that you do
Yes.
and doing it when no one is watching. It's
Mm,
not just when other people are around.
exactly.
It's doing it when no one else is around too.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. Now, you know, this is the international director because some of the questions we're prepped for, but some of them are just it's on the whim. We're just doing table topics, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters. I love it. I love it. Okay. Tell us how Toastmaster helps you build your confidence and your leadership in real life, and how can it do it for others?
I think that probably one of the biggest misconceptions is that Toastmasters builds confidence only by making you speak more. And I guess that is probably part of it. But the real confidence comes from learning how to handle yourself when things don't go perfectly.
Mm,
There are three speeches that you give: the speech you want to give, the speech you give, and the speech you wish you would have given. So when that speech doesn't land the way you thought it would have, or when maybe you have to give feedback to someone who outranks you, or when you're leading a meeting and it starts to go all cattywampus, Toastmasters gives you a place to practice those moments safely. So as
yeah.
you continue and over time, You don't need everything to be perfect in order to feel confident. You trust yourself to figure it out in real time. And that's where the leadership comes from. Not perfection, but composure.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That is true because I had already been a speaker, a motivational speaker when I joined Toastmasters, and me building my confidence and leadership was in the base camp doing these different speeches that I'm not really used to doing. I'm used to talking about mindset, social media, branding, websites. But when you get into these impromptu speeches and these table topics, you can ask anybody, and they're like, that table topic was so short. I'm like, it's because I'm stretching. Toastmasters will stretch your confidence and build you in leadership. So I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes, I love it. All right. Why communication is the number one skill leaders need today? Why is it the number one skill? What can we do without communication?
Nothing. I think that we probably underestimate how many problems are actually communication problems in disguise.
Yes. Yes.
It's not that the strategy was wrong, it's that it
Mm.
wasn't clear. It's not that your
Mm.
team doesn't care, it's that they don't feel heard. It's
Yes.
not that your idea wasn't good, it's just that it wasn't explained in a way that people could connect to it. So, communication isn't just about talking more and sounding polished, it's about knowing when to speak,
Yes.
when to pause, how to read
Mm.
a room, how to adjust when something isn't quite right.
Yes.
And so the best leaders that I've seen aren't the ones who say the most or talk the loudest. They're the ones who make people feel understood and who are clear on what happens next. And that is true communication.
I love that. That is so true. That is true. And forgive me, everyone, I didn't introduce myself in the beginning, but my name is Coach Blaza. I'm a motivational speaker, mindset coach, and branding coach. And I'm excited to be here with our international director today. Okay, I'm so excited to be here with her. Now, our next question is how Toastmasters translates into the workplace and business success.
I think that Toastmasters ultimately shows up in moments that don't get a lot of attention, but they always make a
Yeah,
huge difference.
yeah.
So it's how you run a meeting so that people don't leave wondering why it wasn't an email.
Mm,
It's how you present an idea and actually get buy in instead of just a
yeah,
smile and a polite nod.
yeah.
It's how you handle a tough conversation without it turning into a bigger issue. So
Mm.
I think that it's becoming more intentional. So instead of hoping things go well, you start thinking, how do I want this to land? What does this person need to hear? What outcome am I aiming for? So before I go into any interaction, whether it's a one on one conversation or a big stage presentation, I always sit and think, what do I want the receiver to think, feel, do at the end of our interaction?
Mm.
So that level of awareness changes how you show up at work in personal interactions. But at work, it makes the work very real and very practical.
Yes, I love it. That is awesome. If you're not taking notes, I should have told you this already. Take notes. I take notes on something called Notion, Notion. This is a digital note taker. You don't have to remember your notebook when you leave the house, and don't worry about it if you forget it. So take notes on Notion.
I may be a millennial, but I am a very tangible person. I have to have a notebook, I have a planner. Like,
Yes. Yes, I have my planner right here. I personally I do both. It's just I feel like it's the era that we're
yeah,
in.
yep.
I, that's where we at. That's where we're at. So take our advice, and get organized, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll,
Yes.
we'll compare planner designs when we're at the retreat.
Yes. Okay, get into it. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, we will. Our next thing is what excites you most about the upcoming District 40 visit?
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see everybody. Most of my clubs are virtual.
Oh,
I can't wait to be in the same room, just interacting and connecting and having those conversations with my District 40 family. Now, I am one of the founding members of the District 40 club that I am in, Rise Higher. Yay, shout out to the Advanced Club. Thank you.
yes.
But we only meet once a month. And with my schedule as international director, I haven't been able to go very much. I don't like that. I want to be back in District 40 in the room with my amazing District 40 family.
I love it. I love it. And this is our first time meeting, speaking technically, in person, face to face. Are you stationed in the United States? Are you stationed internationally?
I live in Northeast Ohio.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
What
I'm an Ohio
places?
girl too.
I love it. I love it. What places have you visited internationally?
Oh gosh, and most of my I have been to all 50 states,
Okay.
but
Okay.
most of my international travel is Canada, Mexico,
Yeah.
Bahamas, but
Okay.
so most of my travel is domestic.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
They keep me pretty local.
Still some places most people haven't been. So we love
But the
it.
fact that I've been to all 50 states, it took me until last year. That was a huge bucket list item for
Yeah.
me. It was
Yeah.
something my grandparents raised me, and my grandfather had the goal to get to all 50 states. Alaska was his last state, and he never made it. So when Alaska
Oh,
was my last state and I made it last May, I may have shed a few
yeah.
tears landing
Oh,
in Anchorage.
I love that. I would also love to visit there as well. I believe the Northern Lights might come out there. Did you happen to see them?
I did not. Also, this is a side story, and it is. I don't think that moose are real because I have never seen a moose in person. And zoo moose don't count. I think those are animatronic. So I have seen
Yeah.
bear, I have seen bison, I have seen elk, I have seen fox, all
Yeah.
sorts of animals, and have interacted with them in various ways and taken selfies. I have never seen a moose.
Hmm.
I have been to Vermont. I have been to Maine. I have been to Alaska. I have been to remote areas of Canada
Yeah.
and have never seen a moose. I don't think they're real. So, my next bucket list item is to find a moose in the wild.
Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I don't think that's going to happen at the District 40 retreat, however.
Yes. Well, I hope you see a moose or you prove your theory soon. Okay, let's see. Our next question. I want to talk about membership. We're right in the thick of our membership. Tell us, why should someone renew their membership right now instead of waiting?
I think waiting has a way of turning into not coming back. And not
Mm,
intentionally, but
yes,
life just kind of fills the space. And
yeah,
Toastmasters is one of those things where the benefit compounds the more consistent you are. So it's not
yeah,
about one speech or one meeting, it's about momentum.
yes,
And most of us don't suddenly find more time later. We just
yeah,
get better at prioritizing what matters.
yeah,
So the question becomes, does your growth still matter enough to stay in it right now? And if the
yeah.
answer is yes, then don't step away from Toastmasters.
I love it. I love it. And I will have to add to that. What has procrastination done for you in the past? It has done nothing but stress you out. The time is now to renew your membership. As Jenny Lee said, your time will be filled. It could be filled with something positive like Toastmasters. That's been my experience. Or it can be filled with something negative or something that doesn't build your growth, like we said. Okay. It is time to renew. I love that. Okay. Our next question. How can members maximize their Toastmasters experience this upcoming year?
Treat it less like a meeting and more like going to the gym. And
Mm.
please don't groan because I don't like going to the gym either. But you don't get stronger by showing up and watching someone else work out. You get
Ooh,
stronger by actually using the equipment.
yeah,
So decide what aspect you are going to work on this year. So maybe it's clarity, or maybe it's confidence, maybe it's leadership, maybe it's giving more intentional feedback. And then use every single meeting as a chance to practice that one thing. And also ask for more specific feedback. I would say better feedback, but I don't like the qualifier better because what does better mean? So, more specific
yeah.
feedback. Talk to your mentor, and everyone should have a mentor. I have mentors, and I've been here for 19 years. I have multiple mentors. So, speak to your mentor, speak to your evaluator, and not, how did I do? But what's one thing I could do differently next time? Let them know what you are working on so they can focus on that aspect. And I think that alone will accelerate your growth more than anything else.
I love that. I love that. You know, we love to empower your growth here. That is our slogan. That is our slogan. And that's what our goal is. And I love how you said that. And I also believe that your communication that you're working on might be how you communicate to yourself. It may be how you communicate to your friends, your family, or even in your business or your workplace. Whatever your communication that you're working on is, it deserves for you to focus, like Jenilee said, on that one thing. You cannot focus on more than one thing. When somebody shoots a missile off, it has specific coordinates. It is missile focused. We want you missile focused in Toastmaster this year to be able to communicate better, just all together. Oh, you said better, was it? We want you to elevate, okay?
Elevate.
Want you to elevate. That's our word for this year. Elevate. Okay. And I know we talked about the D40 retreat, but just one more time, give us one thing. Why is this a don't miss out experience?
You know, there truly just is a different kind of energy when you
Yeah,
step outside of your club and into a bigger room. You realize quickly that, oh, there's
yeah,
something more than me, and I get to be part of it. So I think that this retreat gives you a space to think differently, to connect with people you would not normally get to meet, and to see
yeah,
what leadership looks like in other places. And the speech contests, those are always a reminder of what's possible when someone
yeah.
commits to growth over time. Plus, it's going to be fun. The conversations, the people, the moments in between the sessions. It's one of the
Yeah.
experiences where you're not sure what to expect, and you're going to leave really glad that you came.
I love that. I love that. And I've been to a lot of events and not even just Toastmasters events over the years. And one of the events I went to was the Content Boot Camp in Atlanta, Georgia. And this is years ago, and I didn't have the money to go. But when you tell yourself that you cannot afford something, you're telling yourself that you're not worth the investment. But I'm telling you today, you are worth the investment. You're investing into yourself. You're not investing into Toastmasters. I want you to come and invest into yourself. And that content boot camp room that I couldn't even afford to get into, and I stayed on my friend's couch. I made $2,000 in one day at that event off of branding and doing a website because I believed in myself, because I invested in myself, and because I was in a room full of like-minded people, that the purpose that I have instilled in me, I was able to provide that purpose as a service to them. And I'm talking to you, if you don't know your purpose, you really need to be in this room. You might have been a Toastmaster for 5, 10, 15 years, but you're good at communicating, but you still don't know what you want to do with your life or your business. This is for you to show up and show out for you. And Jenny Lee, this is going so well. I'm so excited that we were able to interview you today. We have a quick rapid fire. I know you've never seen these questions, so it's kind of like a rapid fire table topics, but really quick. It'll be quick. I want to ask you, coffee or tea?
Coffee. It's in my veins.
Sometimes I'm like, is it too much? Am I drinking it too much? I love a good cup. What kind of coffee though? Do you make your own or you prefer Starbucks, Dunkin'?
Okay, so I'm not like I will drink Starbucks if I need to, but I am find a local coffee shop that is
Okay.
on a corner somewhere with a barista that has been there for 10 years and can just make me something.
I love that. And I'm gonna test that out soon. I'm gonna test that out soon. I want to do that.
Plus, you have the
Uh,
best conversations with the locals there, just sitting there working in the coffee shop. It's amazing.
exactly. Exactly. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Yes, I don't sleep. I don't think I've slept since 1987, I
Oh
think
no.
is. I do not. I think so. I just started tracking my sleep with my Aura
Oh,
ring,
okay.
and it is slightly concerned about the lack of sleep that I get.
Oh no, okay. Well, hopefully start working on that. We need you rested for the D40 visit, okay? What's one word that describes your leadership style?
Situational. I
Mm,
realize that individuals are coming with different needs at different times, and I need to match their needs at any given moment.
I love that. I love that she is for the people. I love it. If Toastmasters had a theme song for you, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. Music is my sweet spot, and that might be the hardest question I have ever gotten. I would say off the top of my head, Forever Young.
Mm,
Uh, so thinking about keeping your heart young, making sure that you go through life with an just a childlike wonder to continue to learn, grow, and share that voice.
oh, I love that. Okay, if you're all watching this interview, drop some fire in the chat for that. And just drop what is your theme song for your life? Let's spice up these comments. And our last question, our last rapid fire question for today. What's one habit that has made the biggest impact on your success?
The one habit that has made the biggest impact is asking for help.
Mm,
I can't do it all alone. I used to think that that was a sign of weakness to ask for help, and I realized
ooh,
that is actually the biggest sign of strength to reach out and get assistance.
I love that. Ask for help. You have not because you ask not. You got to ask when you need help. I love that. Well, Jenny Lee, is there anything else you want to share with the people today? Where can we find you online, socials, website, anything?
Oh, goodness gracious. I am all over the place. Again, I'm a millennial, despite the fact that my husband, who is also a Toastmaster, thinks that I am Gen X. I am not. I am a millennial. I am on the cusp. Thank you. I am on any social. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram,
Okay.
LinkedIn.
Mhm.
And my name is fairly unique. So there are not a lot of Jenilee Taylors out there. One
Yes,
N, not two. But
yes.
please reach out. And the most important place that you are going to find me is going to be at the District 40 retreat. I will be
Yeah.
there. I will be in District 40 that entire week visiting clubs, being on other interview opportunities. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wendy has me so busy that week. I don't know what I'm doing. She has a full agenda for me. So I will
Yeah.
be all over. I'm going to be in Cincinnati. I'm going to be in Dayton. I'm going to be in Columbus.
Okay.
And of course, at the retreat. So please
I
find me.
love
Please
it.
reach out.
I love it. Looking forward to seeing you in Dayton. That is where I'm located. All right, as Jenny Lee said, she's going to be at the not the the Evolution of Leadership Conference, the D40 Spring Retreat and Speech Contest. It is May 1st through 3rd, 2026 in Cherry Valley Hotel. We want to help you refresh, recharge, and reconnect. It is going to be an amazing event. It is going to be so amazing. I will be there. Jenny Lee will be there. We are so excited. And Jenny Lee, before we go, any motivation for who's watching this, the fellow Toastmasters, or maybe people that are looking forward to joining Toastmasters?
I think that what makes Toastmasters special, other than the individual member, is that it meets you wherever you are, but it doesn't let you stay there. And the people who truly utilize the program, even just a little more than feels comfortable, those are the ones that see the biggest change. And it's not overnight, but it truly, truly sticks and makes the biggest difference. So lean in just a little bit more than you think is comfortable, and you're going to see a big difference.
I love that. Oh, I love that. I can't wait to meet you. I just want
So
to let you know,
excited.
everyone, you can, you will, and you must be demanding. You can because you're capable, you will because you're strong, and you must because they're counting on you. Who is counting on you to renew your membership with Toastmasters, keep elevating in a positive environment? Who is counting on you to come to the conference, invest in yourself, and leave? I'm counting and leave renewed. So we're counting on you. We're counting on ourselves. Thank you for tuning in today with the interview of Jenilee Taylor, International Director, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.